Praying mantises might dominate your garden with their ninja-like ambushes and spiked claws, but lurking in the shadows is a league of far deadlier assassins waiting to make them their next kill. Have you ever seen a bug turn its partner into dinner during mating? Or felt a sting so vicious it's been compared to taking a bullet? Or heard about an insect that can hoist 850 times its own weight, or one that incinerates its prey alive by firing boiling chemical spray? Today, we'll show you 15 insanely powerful and deadly insects that can easily defeat the mighty praying mantis. Number 15. Stinging beetle. The stinging beetle from the Amazon isn't flashy, but it's a weapon in disguise. Rare and nearly unknown, it uses its antennae as deadly stingers, each tipped with venomous barbs sharper than needles. It's the only insect on Earth that stings with its antennae. If a praying mantis grabs it, the beetle reacts immediately, jabbing the barbs into the mantis's joints, pumping in a venom strong enough to cause massive tissue damage. The pain has been compared to a bee sting, but multiplied by 10 times. For humans, it can hurt for a week. For mantises, it's an instant breakdown. Their muscles seize, their limbs fail, and the venom spreads until they collapse completely. The mantis might land the first move, but once it grips the beetle, it triggers its own defeat. Scientists call this insect a miniature scorpion, because its venom delivery works just like that of desert hunters. One sting is all it takes. For the mantis, that sting means game over. Number 14. Assassin caterpillar. It looks innocent, but feels fatal. The assassin caterpillar, often nicknamed the killing cuddle, might appear harmless, but one touch can turn a praying mantis into a mess. This caterpillar ranks among the most venomous on Earth, loaded with toxins lethal not only to mantises, but even to much larger predators. Its venom causes internal bleeding, total organ collapse, and death. For humans, the pain feels like getting stabbed with hundreds of invisible blades. For mantises, just one brush with their barbed limbs is enough to turn their insides into pulp. With more than 500 human fatalities linked to it, this caterpillar is more dangerous than a great white. And if a mantis tries to eat it, the venom still wins, killing the mantis from within. One sting, and it can no longer move, fly, or escape. The end is slow and brutal. Scientists classify it as one of the deadliest caterpillars alive. For mantises, there's no escape. It's just agony. Number 13. Asian giant hornet. The Asian giant hornet, often nicknamed the ferocious murder hornet, ranks as one of the top-tier predators in the insect world. These hornets are massive, aggressive, and armed with venom that demands respect. They're a serious threat to praying mantises. Imagine a hornet the size of your thumb with a half-inch stinger and jaws sharp enough to cut through plastic. These hornets don't just sting mantises, they butcher them with razor-edged mandibles and then inject venom that dissolves them from the inside. A mantis only survives if it lands a preemptive strike, but even that's a risky gamble. In their home turf, like Japan, the Asian giant hornet is feared throughout the insect world. Their armor-plated bodies can withstand repeated attacks, making them nearly immune to the mantis's deadly forelegs. And they don't work solo. Scout hornets locate mantis nests, then summon backup to swarm in like tactical strike units. Mantises are solitary predators. These hornets? They're gangsters with an agenda. Number 12. African bombardier beetle. The African bombardier beetle is nature's real demolition bug. It doesn't just scare off threats, it cooks them alive. It shoots a boiling hot chemical blast from its abdomen, reaching a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. This is possible because it stores two separate chemicals in its body that only react when combined. Once threatened, it triggers an internal reaction that explodes out in a high-pressure, toxic spray. Against a praying mantis, it's like spraying acid straight to the face. If the mantis grabs it, the beetle twists its abdomen like a turret and fires directly at its attacker. The heat burns through armor, scorches the eyes, and melts whatever it touches. And if one shot doesn't do it, the beetle can fire again. This isn't just defense, it's counterattack with chemistry. Mantises may strike first, but this beetle ends the fight. When it fires, the mantis recoils instantly. If it doesn't, the beetle keeps firing until the mantis is done. Number 11. Budwing mantis. This little menace from East Africa is in a league of its own. It doesn't just dominate other mantises, it hunts and kills them like it's nothing. Female budwings grow nearly 7 centimeters, towering over the males at just 4. And when it comes to mating, romance turns into a bloodbath. Females are known to decapitate males mid-act using those barbed forelegs, turning courtship into carnage. But that savagery doesn't end there. Budwings regularly hunt prey twice their size, like lizards, frogs, and whatever moves. Their reflexes are on another level, striking in 1/10 of a second. That's faster than a blink. They ambush with cold precision and don't wait around for food. They go looking for it. This kind of aggressive, proactive hunting has made them one of the most feared mantis species out there. If the xenomorph had a pet insect, it'd be a budwing mantis. Number 10. Tarantula hawk wasp. This wasp, with its sleek blue-black body and flame-orange wings, isn't just a spider hunter, it's a mantis's worst nightmare. It's armed with one of the most excruciating stings in the animal kingdom, rated a 4.0 on the Schmidt Pain Index, second only to the bullet ant. Think of being electrocuted with a lightsaber for 5 straight minutes. For mantises, it's even worse. One sting shuts down their body on the spot. Female tarantula hawks strike with surgical aim, paralyzing the mantis and dragging it into a burrow underground. The mantis stays alive, helpless, a living buffet for the wasp's hatching larvae. The sting is so infamous, entomologist Justin Schmidt likened it to tossing a running hairdryer into your bathwater. New Mexico even made this insect its state bug. That's how much respect it commands. And the twist? These wasps are peaceful giants unless you're a mantis. Then they become precision killers that don't give you a second chance. Number 9. Trap jaw ant. Quicksilver has nothing on this ant. The trap jaw ant's mandibles snap shut at 230 kilometers per hour, faster than you blink your eyes. These jaws are spring-loaded weapons that store pressure like a compressed crossbow. When triggered, they unleash 300 times the ant's body weight in force. Against predators like the praying mantis, that power can break through armor or instantly paralyze. But it doesn't end with biting. If a mantis tries to grab it, the ant slams its jaws against the ground and launches itself away like a bullet, dodging death in milliseconds. This isn't guesswork. This is mechanical precision. Their jaws hit with acceleration reaching 1,000,000 meters per second squared. Engineers literally study them to create robots. Against a mantis, that speed makes reaction impossible. One snap, and the damage is done before the mantis even knows what hit it. This ant isn't just fast, it's a built-in missile, and mantises don't handle missiles well. Number 8. Amazonian giant centipede. This foot-long beast from South America's rainforests is the Godzilla of insects, armored, venomous, and constantly starving. It's got a vicious bite that drops mantises like appetizers. Its usual victims? Not just insects, think frogs, snakes, mice, or birds. Picture a creature with over 30 legs, a bite like a heated nail, and a hunger that doesn't stop. This centipede climbs cave walls, hangs upside down, and snatches bats mid-air like a horror villain. And mantises? They're small fry. One venomous bite from this thing delivers a blend of toxins that overload the nervous system and melt tissue. Survivors have described the pain as being stabbed with a red-hot blade. It's not deadly to us unless you're very young, but for mantises, the outcome's brutal. Their claws barely scratch the centipede's armor. Once bitten, they're paralyzed, helpless, and slowly being digested from the inside. It's not a fight, it's lunch. This thing doesn't chase, it just takes. Number 7. Bullet ant. The bullet ant is feared across the insect world for one reason: its sting. Named because the pain is so intense it's like getting shot. It sits at the very top of the Schmidt Pain Index, level 4. These ants don't just sting, they inject venom loaded with neurotoxins. A mantis might catch one with its claws, but that sting hits instantly, flooding the mantis with toxins that shut down its nerves and cause spasms. It turns them into twitching ragdolls. The venom won't kill a human, but to a mantis, it's lethal. It collapses the nervous system, paralyzes muscles, and leads to death in seconds. Bullet ants usually live in steamy rainforest zones where mantises also prowl. A single ant might be outmatched in size, but bullet ants never work alone. They attack in numbers. One mantis versus a swarm, that's like Rambo against a battalion. Fun fact, in Amazonian rites of passage, teens wear gloves full of bullet ants. The screams say enough. Number 6. Giant Japanese hornet. The giant Japanese hornet, also called the samurai of the skies, is a savage predator and a subspecies of the Asian giant hornet. What makes this one even more dangerous is its venom-spitting ability. It can blast toxins directly into the eyes of its enemies. That blinds its target instantly, leaving them wide open for attack. For a preying mantis, that blindness is the start of a one-sided fight. Once the mantis is dazed, the hornet goes in fast, slicing it up with its cutting mandibles. The venom also breaks down tissue and causes unbearable pain. In Japan, these hornets are responsible for 30 to 50 human deaths per year. For mantises, a single sting ends everything. And it doesn't end there. These hornets use mantises as food for their larvae. They paralyze them, drag them to the nest, and feed them to their young. Mantises may have claws and speed, but this hornet has venom, vision, and no mercy. Number 5. Tiger beetle. The tiger beetle isn't just fast, it's terrifyingly fast. If it were human-sized, it would outrun Usain Bolt without even trying. This metallic blue hunter moves at speeds up to 5 miles per hour, but for an insect, that's absolute overkill. Its jaws are serrated like kitchen blades, and it hunts on foot, chasing prey in high-speed sprints. It runs so fast its eyes stop processing images, so it has to pause mid-chase just to let its vision catch up, like a glitchy character in a video game. When it targets a mantis, speed becomes its biggest weapon. It strikes before the mantis even raises a claw. Its jaws tear through exoskeleton with ease, shredding limbs like paper. Even if the mantis counters, it can't match the beetle's reflexes. These beetles don't wait for a fight. They start one and finish it in seconds. Well, think of it as the cheetah of the bug world. Number 4. Driver ants. Meet the driver ant, an unstoppable swarm so massive it can strip a full-grown cow to bone in hours. To preying mantises, they're nothing more than another snack on the menu. These ants travel in massive columns, sweeping across the forest floor in search of prey. A single colony can reach 22 million strong, enough to blanket an entire football field. If they cross paths with a mantis, the outcome isn't even a contest. They overwhelm with sheer numbers, biting down with blade-like mandibles sharp enough to cut through flesh. Each ant alone is small, but together they deliver thousands of precision bites that paralyze and kill. Their attacks are so fierce, there have been rare human fatalities, and they don't need complex tactics. Their method is brutally simple: overrun, tear apart, and leave nothing behind. Even large animals retreat when driver ants pass through. Number 3. Africanized honeybee. Think of a tornado made of 100,000 bees chasing you for miles, stinging every inch of your body. That's the Africanized honeybee, better known as the killer bee. These aren't your average pollinators. They're more aggressive, more territorial, and far more dangerous than the European honeybees they were bred from. When a threat approaches, even a mantis, these bees launch a full-scale retaliation. They swarm in overwhelming numbers, targeting the mantis's eyes, joints, and any soft tissue. The venom from each sting begins melting tissue and locking up muscle movement. A mantis can swat down a few attackers, but not hundreds. The swarm engulfs it like wildfire, delivering hundreds of stings in seconds, enough to liquefy its insides. Since the 1950s, these bees have killed over 1,000 humans. For a praying mantis, a single hive is a death sentence. And here's the kicker. They weren't born in the wild. Scientists created them. Number 2. Rhinoceros beetle. This bug can lift 850 of its own kind at once, which perfectly makes sense due to its name. This insect is a walking tank, with a massive horn on its head and chest that looks like it belongs on an actual rhino. When challenged, it charges full force, flipping or slamming anything in its way. Against a praying mantis, stealth doesn't matter. The beetle's thick, armor-like body can brush off the mantis's blade-like forelegs like they're paper straws. Even if the mantis manages a hit, it's not enough. That horn can hit the mantis right in the face and leave it stunned or worse. These beetles even use their horns in wrestling matches with each other, flipping rivals off branches in wild sumo-style throwdowns. That same power is more than enough to crush a mantis. This beetle wins with brute strength, defense, and the kind of horn that wrecks everything. Number 1. Assassin bug. The assassin bug is a specialist in silent execution. Known for its brutal hunting method, it doesn't chase or wrestle. It kills with chemistry. It carries a sharp, syringe-like proboscis, which it drives straight into its prey. Once inside, it injects a deadly mix of enzymes that liquefy organs and tissue. Then, it simply drinks the remains. It doesn't matter if the victim is a beetle, a bee, or even another assassin bug. When it faces a mantis, the size difference doesn't save the mantis. One precise strike through the exoskeleton, and the enzymes go to work. The mantis can't move, can't strike, and within seconds, it's paralyzed and dying from the inside out. Assassin bugs don't need brute strength. They use technique. They kill with patience, control, and chemistry. Their hunting style is as precise as it is merciless. When they choose a mantis, the result is the same: immobilize, melt, and eat. If you found this video interesting, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you soon in the next one.